Hey guys, I hope you're having a good Saturday so far. And oh hi, it's a plane. Really. Well, the moment I just unmute myself, plane! But yeah, hey, I hope you guys are having a good day. Or whatever, because time zones. But today, we're doing something I haven't done in a little while, is actually doing art and stuff. Specifically, I'm just going to be sketching out some ideas for Redbubble, since I haven't uploaded anything to that or Teespring in a little while, the last thing being the Chicken Lives. Which, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I can just do, I think, is it exclamation? No, probably not the exclamation point follows thing. But I swear there was something I have for that specifically. I probably do. Let me check. Oh, so, chill art stream, so chill hop going on in the background as usual. Let's see. Checking which one it is. I want to make sure I'm saying the right one. Yeah, probably merch. Exclamation point merch. We'll get you the Redbubble and probably Teespring. And also Etsy. If you want it. But yeah, it's nice to actually do something sketch related, which my sketchbook got a bit more filled up thanks to Mermay, which happened last month, which is basically a whole entire month dedicated to drawing mermaids every single day. Also, thank you for the host girl November. But yeah, I really did have fun with Mermay, which you can probably see the sketches on the art Instagram I have, which if you do exclamation point follow, if I'm remembering correctly. It'd be great if I know my own commands. That'd be wonderful. So this person's been doing this for 2 years. Yeah. It's exclamation point follow. And then you get access to the art Instagram, Fiber Arts Instagram, I forget what else. YouTube. There we go. YouTube, which I need to make a video for this month. I've been kind of busy doing a whole bunch of stuff, but I will hopefully see if I can get to it. My plan was to get something done by today, but that clearly hasn't happened. So there's that. But yeah. To the art things. Which, why am I doing that? I can do this. There we go. But since it's a sketchbook, I actually have to have the cam arm and everything up. For digitally, we wouldn't have to have the arm, which, yeah, this is the first thing I drew like so many months ago, back in December, when I got this sketchbook. Which, this is with Crayola color pencils. I actually like how this came out. But yeah, over to the mermaids and stuff, which, I don't like that one, but this one, I don't know why, but apparently I can do rocks pretty good for some weird reason. I don't know why. This is just practice. I know, obviously, some bits of the anatomy are off and all that stuff, but weirdly that rock came out very, very well, and I don't understand why. I wasn't trying, but it was like, oh, hey, the rock works. And I was like, I kind of used the month to experiment with different styles and stuff. And it was pretty fun. Although, honestly, there were like 1 or 2 times where I was kind of stressed because I was just like, oh yeah, I haven't done the thing for today. Damn it, now I gotta go do the thing. But having to have it like a daily practice for like art and stuff is like really, really fun. Experimenting with things like the line art, which I was trying to get these to work, which I had partial success with, like, I think mainly just the brush one. The brush these were pretty hard to get to work, so I had just gotten a Sharpie, what is it, like the Sharpie like fine markers to see if that works, although it kind of goes through the page, although it doesn't mark up the page underneath it, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I That's the one thing I don't like, but in general, having a differentiation of line weights helps the piece work a little bit better. And also, I think honestly this one is my favorite one, because I was playing around with 3 different mediums. So obviously color pencil, watercolor pencil, which that's the background, how you manage to get it look all spacey and all that stuff, and the little flecks of white are actually acrylic paint. But I do actually enjoy this one a lot. I'm honestly thinking about like scanning it into my computer and seeing if I can like tweak it around a little bit and put it into the Redbubble eventually too, just because I love this one so much. But yeah, I really did have fun with this. Honestly, really enjoy this pencil one a lot. And then, yeah, that was the last one for that month. And honestly, this is the first thing I sketched this the other day and put it also on our Instagram. This is an idea I had while talking to somebody, which I was like, let me actually pin that to the, because I think, yeah, this is in direct messages over in Discord. I was talking to somebody, and I was just like, let me actually put this in the thing. Since this is basically, you know, like when you put hand spun yarn in water, let it soak for like 15 minutes or give or take, depending on what your preference is. Which I imagine if you don't spin yarn, which not like tons and tons of people do, that I know. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's not like everyone does it sort of thing, so it's like you might not know this, but it's like when you put the yarn in there, let it soak. I usually say I have to go give the yarn a bath like it's a little child. So I was just like, I had the idea, oh, why don't I just draw a thing with like a yarn in a little tub of water? I think this little cap, I think I might have pictured it in my head, or it might have just been an afterthought. I'm not sure which one, but either way, I was like, oh, let me put a cap on it and like bubbles and everything and be like, this is where the magic happens or something like that. I'm not sure what words I'll use for it, but I don't know. I'm still thinking on it. But I kind of like the idea of having something like this for like crafty sort of shirts, which I think most of the stuff in my Redbubble and the Teespring is crafty related. But I kind of like the idea of having something specifically for spinning related stuff. But I definitely want to sketch out more ideas. Plus, I kind of want to fix this a little bit because the tub, I don't like the way the tub looks. It honestly looks like a plastic container to me, shape-wise, and I don't really like it. But I'm not saying it's horrible, but I could stand to redo it. And yes, I sketched this in pen because I like sketching stuff in pen from time to time. Because it's honestly a bit more easier to deal with in the sense of you don't have to worry about erasing your lines, because once the line's down, it's down and you have no real choice in the matter. Although, if you go lighter on the lines, you'll be able to like fudge it around a little bit. So it's like you'll be able to hide certain mistakes, maybe? But that's one of those, you have to think about it to figure it out sort of deals. And yeah, considering the whole new setup thing, I honestly didn't consider it until just now about the whole how it would work for this. But I will figure this out. Hopefully you should be able to see what I'm drawing. I hope. Which I'm also thinking of putting stuff with sheep on it, which I'm surprised I haven't thought of already. But sheep are cute. Okay, why are those? Yeah, I probably messed it up, but eh. Whatevs. Whatevs. And yeah, this is just a typical pen from like doctor's office sort of deal. Although it honestly depends on like what kind of look you want, what kind of pen you want. In the sense of some pens are a bit less sketchy abled, so like you can't really put too much in the way of lighter lines depending on the pen. At least based on the ones that I've gotten, although there's like a TD Bank pens. I think I sketched with them on stream at one point, but this was probably a while ago. But I feel like some pens allow for a little more versatility if you're going to sketch with them in comparison to others. So yeah, I know the angle's probably not the best thing, but it's the best I have right now. In regards to how I have my setup. Let's see if I can... Because the tub itself, I was thinking maybe like, you know those claw tubs? Let's see if I can round out the corner a little bit more. That's kind of what I was thinking. In shape. Like the ones with the little feet things on them. Okay, yeah, I would have to have this line slightly off. But since it's my sketchbook, it doesn't matter. This is not like final piece or anything. I mean, yes, it kind of does matter, but in the grand scheme of things, it kind of doesn't, because like you're figuring out how things would go from here. So it's like this is a nice starting point to figure out like, hey, how do you want this and that and the other thing to look? Do I want the... Yeah, I think I want the cap still, but I would kind of want it to be... have a little bit of what to it. Like a shower cap sort of deal, although I think that's probably more accurate in the way of a shower cap in comparison to this one. But, that's my bad. Looks like more like a jellyfish for a hat, but... And also, I had 5 hours of sleep, so if I, like, lose steam after a little bit, that's why, although I'm probably just gonna see if I can make myself at least some black tea today, if not, like, a small cup of coffee to, like, help myself out here. Which, it's kind of my fault, but that was mainly because I was talking to a friend until 2:30 in the morning, so yeah. That was fun. No, it's just like, wait, it's 2:30 a.m. Crap. And of course, I got up at my usual 7:30, which I swear my body's just like, no matter what, get up at 7:30, and it's like, please no. Like, no matter what, it's gonna be awake at 7:30. Mr. Fartbrains, hello. How you doing? How's Saturday treating you so far? Let's see if I can get this. If I use that. I don't mind the idea of sparkles. Just woke up. Well, good morning then. Working on yay socks, which I was basically bouncing around on my nitpicks of like what yarn I'm gonna get because birthday yarn and stuff and things. And I've basically just been like hemming and hawing over what yarn I should get since I keep myself to around like a $50 budget, which is just about free shipping. Yeah, $50 free shipping. And since this is my one time per year that I typically get yarn and stuff from them, I'm just like, I want to make sure I get a good variety of stuff. And it's just like, I know I made it for a sock too long, I won't get the... No! I'm sorry, that sucks. I always hate that. That's why I always kind of worry about the smaller things, the sock yarn, where it's like, where is it? No, the sock thing is out of my reach, but it's like, you know, not the huge 400-yard skeins, but the like 200 some odd yards. Is those I kind of worry about, which is why I prefer to use that with some other yarn for like color work, so I don't have to be like, hey, is this gonna run out? I have a second one yarn, so I can finish this one. Okay, good, good, good. But that still sucks. Okay, all in all, I think I like the second one kind of better. So I'm just brainstorming. If I do a contrasting heel toe in the next pair, I should be able to use it. Nice, nice. Oh, what yarn is it, by the way? Oh, I think I saw when I was in your stream the other day, probably. I saw that. Let's see. Okay. All in all, I think I like the second one better than the first one, which this first one I just did on a whim. This actually looks more like a tub in comparison. This looks like a plastic gravy dish or something. Well, not gravy dish. It has purple. Ooh, purple! Shocked to no one, I am excited. Oh yeah, speaking of purple, I was thinking about one of the colors I was like, since I want to do Luna socks, which I was going over this the other day while I was trying to figure out sock yarn and colors. Where is it? Do I have the... No, it's charging over there. I can't reach it. Damn it. But Luna socks, which, let me see, it's in Nitpicks. It's a paid pattern, but I got it gifted from Walls of Gab back around when I released the Heart Hat pattern, which I really do appreciate her gifting me that pattern. Luna socks. It's some color work, and it's really, really pretty. So I'm trying to figure out. But it's like, I'm thinking of having sparkly purple as like the main color. And maybe having some variegated as like the contrasting color. Like maybe if I have enough of the drawing room colorway, because I still have Chroma Twist. I have 2 hanks of Chroma Twist left that I have not used yet, and I'm planning to use it. But there are a bunch of different sock ideas, and I'm just like, what do I do? Because like there's Luna socks, there's what other socks? I had like two, oh yeah, the arrow socks, which I need to see if I can find some way to see if I can get someone to like translate it out of Japanese, because the pattern's Japanese. It has charts though. So you can technically follow the chart if you want to. However, there's like one little bit of the chart that I'm just like, I don't know, which I'm going to show you the chart. It's a free pattern, so that would be why I'm showing you said chart. Adobe. Although it's a bit of a haul to figure out where the pattern is. I literally had to do a little bit of a, hey, how do I find this thing? But yeah, these are the socks. They are pretty as all hell. And I was thinking maybe of like using the drawing room for like this color, and then for the arrows themselves, I would probably use blah, 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 stroll the stroll sock yarn from Knit Picks in blue topaz, which I have most of one. I have most of one skein of it, but I'm thinking about using like getting another one in this Knit Picks order to make sure I don't run out for this. Like, it would be pretty stunning, at least in my opinion. But I need to figure this out. But I love these socks. But I need to go around and see if I can find, if I can figure out to get an English translation maybe. Although, like I said, it's charts. It has a chart, but there's this thing right here, and I'm just like, what the ever-loving F? How do I get this? I don't understand. I need to find some people who speak Japanese and English, or to figure out how to learn some Japanese, or something. I might see if I can just scour the internet and see if I can find an English translation, or if I can turn the PDF into a Word document, and then have a rough translation via Google Translate, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, the other socks. And I really, really like them. Those are pretty cool. And yeah, so it's like those two. And if you've seen Knit Picks, you know the Love is Love socks, which I had seen those around before. But I was like, I didn't realize it was their pattern until I randomly spotted it. And I was just like, those two. Which, that's a $3 pattern, which is not that bad. Which also, I have to check. How much is that, those Luna socks again? I think they're like $4. Oh, 350 euros, which, yeah, it's over $4 in USD. Just over $4. And they're so stinking pretty Luna socks. I've just been waiting until I have, like, proper colors to go with them. But yes, off of socks, sketching out some Redbubble ideas, as the stream title says. Which I went over the story of, like, how this happened, although it was this one originally, although this does not look like a tub. I'm kind of annoyed it doesn't, but yeah. I'm just sketching it out to see how it would go. But I think I like this one better in comparison to this one, but no, so probably come up with a couple of these. There's like, let's see, there's this, and I was thinking of one where it's like, the yarn is like super sparkly, although, let's see, you'd have to be like in Hank form, and it's just like, it's wearing like some furs and like sunglasses, because sparkly means it's fancy. I know it doesn't, but that's kind of what I want to convey, and also, let's get that thing. But yeah, I have ideas. Oh yeah, also one of covering itself in paint, so it's like, you know how dyed yarn, basically. Getting paint poured on it, too. Let's see. I really should have a Hank in front of me, so I can just be like, nah. But yeah, this is just brainstorming. Okay, like a bit of furs on it. Oh wait, yeah, I could have just been more like on the edges, have it like look like fur, but eh. And then, oh no, yeah, that wouldn't. Yeah, that placing probably wouldn't work, but again, just an idea. So. But yeah, you got me on a roll apparently talking about socks. Mainly because I don't like not having socks on the needles since I finished the zigzag lace socks the other day, and I'm just like, I have no socks on my needles. Sorry. And it's just like, I have no socks on my needles. This is weird. Why? Although I have other stuff to work on, too. And especially with Tour de Fleece, which I forgot to make a command for that. Damn it. I'll probably do that after stream if I remember. Tour de Fleece happening, which Tour de Fleece is starting next month? Yes. July 6th. I was about to say January. What? Tour de Fleece. Specifically, Team Twitch. Which, well, Get My Mailbox is helping to co-run this year. The Twitch team, not obviously the whole entire competition. And people are offering up prizes and stuff, and looks like it's gonna be fun. And I'm planning on doing it, although all I have is my drop spindle, so I'm probably not gonna be fast as some people, but and it's also why I haven't finished the rest of the sock yarn, which I got the bit that I spun that was in the like laid out form into a cake finally. I had to untangle the living hell out of it because I have no Swift, so that was hell in a handbasket. Let's see if I can get like a little glint here and there, and then figure it out from here. I wonder what sort of saying would go with that. I'm not sure. Also, yeah, I realize. Because, like, the new angle is kind of making things a little more difficult than it normally would be. For figuring out placement and stuff. It's not terrible right now. It's just a matter of how do I get this to be done. So yeah, like a fancy sparkly skein of yarn. And then, oh yeah, the one with the paint. Oh. Paint. I'm planning to be on until 3 today, just note. Not sure if I will, but we'll see. Let's see. How would I go about the one for the paint? Wearing shades. Nothing says fancy like wearing shades. Let's see if I can. But yeah, these are just like basic sketches, which I'll eventually get onto the Redbubble and Redbubble and Teespring, which Teespring is having like a new what is it? What's the thing? Extension with Twitch starting the 18th, which I have an email. I'm pretty sure I have an email on it. Email, where art thou? I think any purchases, I think the person gets like $3 extra or something like that, which is definitely cool. But I think I'm gonna start having socks on my needles all the time too. Yeah, I like having socks because socks are basically my personal travel project. So that's personally why I like having them. So it's like if I'm going out somewhere, it's like, oh hey, I can have socks. Socks on me, though, so I can just play. I don't knit off stream these days, and that's bad for my mental. Aw. Yeah. I understand that feeling. Also, I'm trying to find this goddamn email. It's somewhere. Is it here? I think it should be in this one. Yeah, this is my stream email. Clarity around ads, blah blah. No one cares. No. Co-stream, bloody bloody blah. But yeah, knitting off stream, you should do it. Arteza, blah blah blah. Which Arteza's one of my affiliates, so they're always emailing me about, hey, this promotion, so you can talk about the thing and the stuff and the things. Alright, I don't see it right now. I'll probably see if I can find it. It's either there or... No, it wouldn't be here. Although Redbubble is literally like, no pressure, but you still haven't unloaded anything. I have a ton of sock yarn. I don't have a ton of sock yarn, but I guess I have a good enough amount of sock yarn. And then... But yes, I support all the sock yarn. I got it from my mom. Her friend worked at a yarn store. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. That is awesome. To know people like that in order to get, like, hey, here's yarns. Like, what? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I can do it in this form. Oh, I could have... Yeah, whatever. My brain was thinking this could be titled, like, pop art for the masses or something like that. Although, no, I don't think pop art was that specifically. If I'm remembering my art stuff correctly, but I'm trying to see if I can think of, like, cool things to name this. Also, I'm out of frame, aren't I? My bad. I'm literally just like, oh, this should kind of be in frame, you know. Also, it'd be nice if my glasses don't slide down my face. But I really do wish I could buy more sock yarn, like, more often, but that unfortunately is not the case for now, so, I'd rather make do with what I have, plus I don't mind having it at a reasonable enough amount that I don't have to be like, do I need to plan projects for the next 20 years to use up all this yarn? But at the same time, I like having options. So it's like I don't have to be stuck to like 1 or 2 colors. Oh yeah, also in sock related things, I saw the Japanese knitting stitch Bible thing is on sale, 40% off from Knit Picks, although it's also on sale on Amazon. Slightly more on Amazon. What the bloody hell? Appreciate it if you didn't do that. Do I want to have this something to sit on? Or would it be fine the way it is? Although, I think I kind of want these more rounded, I guess. So what are your plans for today? Anything fun, or is it just going to be a day of, I don't have to do stuff? Which is also nice, too. Let's see, so this is kind of okay, although I kind of do want to have more like a paint can, so put a little handle-esque thing on there. Make sure this looks a bit more round. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, thank goodness they have that double click for turning stream on and off. Because I have the OBS remote thing on my phone, well, more like the plug-in thing, and I literally just turned off the stream. Oops. Alright, so... Oh yeah, sheep. I said I wanted to do sheep. Although, yeah, I want to re-sketch that one a little bit more. So let's get that. Although, maybe round glasses to have it have more like a hippie. Oh, also we could have it like do. There could also be like a hippie colored one, which I imagine Girl Remember would appreciate. I love I put the bridge of the nose for the glasses, but it's like, it's a skein of yarn. It does not have a nose. Also, yeah, I'm out of frame again. Don't worry, I did not get far. I should have like a skein of yarn like put up on the screen or something so I could just be like, hey, here's a reference. Let's see. Or I could just open up Knit Picks again and just stare at my cart for like 5 minutes. Which I'm still honestly kind of trying to decide what yarn I have. Because I literally have 2 Hawthorne fingering kettles. But the thing is, I really do want the really deep purple, which is the goddess color from them, even though that's not on sale. Neither is compass, but I have compass in my cart. Then Stroll Glimmer, and then Stroll Sock, which I have 3 of the Stroll Sock. And then Stroll Tonal. Stroll Tonal in Heartfelt, which is a really pretty shade of red. But I've never used glitter yarn before, although I know it's just Stellina put in the yarn to make it look all sparkly. Which, let me go to this page here and look at a hank. Yes, product page, here we go. But there's like a whole bunch of yarn I really, really want. Like, there are a couple of colors that they introduced. I forget which yarn. Not kettling, but one of them. I'm forgetting. I'm kind of annoyed they literally have most of the colors except 3 colors not on sale. It kind of feels like a ripoff to do that. But whatever. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I'm trying to open up one of the scans so I can just look at that. No? Okay, yeah, works. Okay, so more like that. I kind of want a view of a whole entire skein. That would definitely help. Stroll and Stroll. Yeah, no, I really do like having Stroll, which Stroll is like 231 yards, and I like to have their stuff for like I said, color work related stuff, and it's a nice little mix and match color. Also, I have ink on my hand. I already have ink on my hand. It's been less than an hour. Why? Been less than an hour. I already got ink on my hand. God damn it. Ugh. But yeah, they're having their summer yarn sale at the moment, which is good. So I can see how much yarn I can get into my cart as humanly possible for around $50. Alright. But I've always kind of had trouble like figuring out how to draw a skein. Not skein, hank. Because, you know, it's twisted hanky yarn. Yes, Google search. Blah, blah, blah. Because, like, it kind of curves, but it's kind of flat, too. And then it's just, like, a barber pole-esque effect to it. I don't know. But I do like the round glasses look to it. Yeah, so I messed up, so that part in the bottom shouldn't have the thing. You want it to follow the flow of it. But I swear, I feel like I do that with Nitpicks every year. It's like, I basically am just like, oh my god, yarn! But then it's like, you have like a very small budget. Plus, with some of the yarn no longer there, like the Chroma Twist, which was a little less pricey, not by much, like a couple dollars, but that couple of dollars is the difference between getting 5 or 6 things in a cart, depending on your budget. I think they still have the, let's see, Stroll Fingering or whatever? Not Stroll, Chroma Sock or whatever the hell they want to call it. Chroma. Is that, yeah, chroma fingering, which is also apparently on sale. But I honestly don't like that it's... I really don't like that it's a single ply to it, even though it's 30% nylon in it. I really don't like it. That's just me. Plus, the single ply stuff tends to, like, especially since I'm doing socks and that stuff, single ply tends to, like, wear out a bit more quickly. For me, specifically, because I'm kind of hard on my socks, I feel like. Also, I'm out of frame again, aren't I? My bad. It'd be great if I not do that. Oh yeah, I could also draw bunnies. Bunnies are cute. Oh, I could put a sheep and put yarn factory, which it's kind of what sheep are in that sense. Maybe. Let's see. Although, let me just make, because I'm kind of not finished with this still. And then okay, I think that works for this one. I like this a little bit more. Although, the look of the hank is obviously a tiny bit off, but again, sketching out some ideas here. And then, let's see. Sheepy, sheep, sheep. Although, a couple of these, I kind of feel like maybe just scanning them in as, like, pens and then just, like, going over it with colors instead of, like, doing the line art. Although, if I put them in digitally, I obviously would fix the line art in areas as much as I possibly can. Oh, I could put a tiny sheep and be like future sheep, future yarn factory. Holy, how did I not think of that? Yeah, don't do that. I actually got a little line that's not even remotely involved with this. How do I want these eye shapes? Let's see. Yeah, I think, yeah. Although, it's more like a cat's nose, to be honest. Although, cat and sheep nose are similar-ish enough. So I could probably stand to warrant that, although I think I would probably... Let's see... Future yarn. Yeah, that would definitely fit more. Factory? Maybe. Obviously not in my handwriting, because my handwriting is highly inconsistent, because sometimes it looks pretty and other times it looks like garbage. But let's see. It's a sheep. Well, it's a lamb. Although, apparently, according to Google, a lamb is basically what you call a sheep for the first year, and then it's a sheep. If I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, I like the sheep. Definitely like this iteration of the sunglasses thing better. Not sure about this. Yeah, this I'll probably resketch on the next page. Yeah, I can resketch that. Dun, 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 dun. And also, we're getting close to an hour, so probably like 10-15 minutes, or maybe whenever I finish sketching this out, I'll probably take a quick break, maybe have some coffee, and come back and do more sketching ideas. Yeah, this is probably a little too short, but yeah. And then yeah, I should have drawn some like pore lines to make it look more realistic-esque, and then pull off the oops. Hey Janeway, how are you doing? Hope Saturday's going good for you. Let's see. I'm just sketching out some ideas for Redbubble. I haven't uploaded everything in a while. Not everything, anything. And Redbubble's kind of yelling at me, even though they said they're like, hey, don't feel any pressure, but you haven't uploaded anything in a while. It's like, I know. I don't need to be told this, man. Which, that's the link right there, if you want to check it out. Redbubble is a place where you can upload your art and that sort of thing to be printed on things like t-shirts, hoodies, let's see, cards, pillows, what else? Actual print papers, like actual prints, and a plethora of other things. Oh yeah, clocks. Clocks is one of the things that they do. Which, you can check out my stuff at Redbubble. And also I have some stuff uploaded on Teespring. Not as much, but I had stuff on there too. they're basically like a middleman sort of thing, where you upload the art there, and they do the printing and the shipping, and the artist gets a little bit back. But considering they do most of the heavy lifting and stuff, it makes sense. But they honestly do get a large majority of the money, so you kind of need, like, a little bit of a following on there in order to get a bit of money. Like, I hadn't uploaded anything in a little while since the last thing. Did I put it in here? I don't remember. I would have to be able to check and see if... I don't think it's in the past drawing things, but I have a thing where, if you see Moana, you know the chicken lives line near the end, about at the end of the movie. It's the last thing I put up on there. That was a little while ago, apparently, so it's like, hey, you haven't done stuff. But I have some ideas, just haven't had as much time as I would like. Since I have some stuff I gotta do that are stream related. Since I do have a commission to work on. From a lovely girl November, who happens to be one of my mods in the channel. And of course, there are a couple of sub-sketches to do. And I need to do the rough sketches, which I might do on my phone sometime this week. So I like doing them on my phone. For some weird reason, I just kind of enjoy it. But yeah, I like doing this right now. So we've been going on for like about an hour or so now. Yeah, a little over an hour. Also to note, I've had like 5 hours of sleep, so if I happen to like veer off into the topics of unknown or whatever, that's because I slept for 5 hours. But that's mainly because I was talking to a friend till like, not even like till 2:30 in the morning. Which I had not planned, but it happened, so there we are. Yeah, I think I like this one ever. In comparison, which, to show you the sketches so far, this one I didn't do on stream. This I did the other day, like, I'd say maybe Wednesday or so? I forget. About Wednesday. This first one here. This is second iteration of this, which cap is probably not as great. Probably cap is probably better on the first one a little bit. Sorry, but in general, I like the second one better here, because the tub actually looks like a tub, somewhat. And then, of course, there's like a fancy sparkly skein of yarn, which, again, I like the second iteration a little bit better, now that I knew what the heck I was doing. And then there's this paint one. And also, let's see, which I put, phrase-wise, I realized I could be like Future Yarn Factory. So yeah, that's basically what I've done in the span of an hour, just over an hour. Which, this is the first time I really like sat down and really draw for like a really long period of time since Mermay, which Mermay is basically drawing a whole bunch of mermaids for the month of May, which is a nice and interesting experience. Alrighty, it's a little past an hour, so I'm gonna take a quick break. Definitely stretch and probably make myself either a small cup of tea, coffee, one of those two. But yeah, I'll be right back after that and probably do some more sketching of some ideas if I can think of any. But yeah, be right back. Hi, having my coffee here, so probably gonna take it to the talking screen for a little bit here. Nope, wrong screen. My bad. Sorry, that took a little bit longer because I forgot that I have to, because I sometimes put a bit of cinnamon in my coffee. And I forgot we have the sticks, but not the powdered cinnamon. So I literally have to grind the thing myself, so that took a little bit. Not grind, but grate it, because I just use a grater and just grate it on there, because there's a little fine part on it. But yeah, coffee is good. But I didn't put any, what is it? Didn't put any vanilla this time. But I honestly don't like the taste of the vanilla extract, so eh. But yeah, it tastes good. Any of you guys got plans today? I honestly really don't. I probably am gonna just maybe actually clean up my room a tiny bit and obviously do some like behind the stream behind the stream work. What the hell am I looking? What word am I looking for? uh, I love coffee, but sometimes that's my stomach, so it comes down to me rolling the dice and seeing if I want to chance it today. Aw, that's no fun. Thankfully, as that has not happened to me, although I try not to have coffee every single day. Sometimes I have some black tea, which less caffeinated. It's still caffeinated, and also I don't like drinking anything with my glasses on. It always feels weird. But yeah, this is definitely good, just flavored with some cinnamon. But this isn't a big cup. This is the Twitch mug that I gotten last year in July, back when Twitch was having like the 50% off sale on Amazon. Because Twitch is owned by Amazon and yada yada yada. I don't think you're supposed to leave coffee. Bits of cinnamon got to the bottom, or at least the larger chunks of it. Because even though I do the little fine grater, there's tiny little specks that break off the cinnamon stick that are a little bit bigger. Which these are, it's times like those I kind of wish I had a little tiny strainer for that. That's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Now I am full of 14 ounces of coffee, although this is not the biggest mug that you could have gotten with a Twitch sale, but this is $4 with the 50% off, and it's purple, and it's plaid, and I wanted it. So yeah, I was gonna have it. What did I get? mug, Twitch leggings, which miraculously ended up being free, so I got 2 of them. Could have gotten a third, but nah. And pajama bottoms, which I like the pajama bottoms too, but those are more of a winter thing. I honestly think sometime this year I might see if I can get like Twitch shirt. Not t-shirt, then a sweatshirt. More likely a sweatshirt, because I don't have that many sweatshirts. So I should probably deal with that. I would, if I chug coffee like that. I tend not to take having my coffee that slow. Alright, let's get back to art-related stuff, which, as you can see, my sketchbook, which this is my first ever sketchbook, is mostly covered with Debbie Cat stickers, which Debbie Cat is a partnered art streamer, and she makes really, really cool art and stuff, and she's a very, very sweet human being. I don't believe- Clearly! But yeah, we're Debbie, and also, it's a Max Hype sticker! Because Jenny had gotten some stickers too, and I was just like, yeah, no. Jenny sticker is going on the sketchbook as well. It's a cute match sticker. But yeah, back to the art and things and stuff. Yeah, I didn't want it plain, although technically if I wanted to, I would have, like, painted the outside here. Yeah, I would have painted the outside here with some acrylic paint, since it would stick to the hardcover. Which I might just do that on the binding a little bit, since the binding is obviously free of anything on it to like indicate this is my first sketchbook. Actually, stickers are fun. Which my Redbubble does have stickers on it too. And also, I've really been wanting to do pins, like emote pins. So like the Lurk emote, the Tier 2 emote, and the Tier 3 emote to be on pins, which I'm hoping maybe I can do that sometime this year. Probably with the next payout, once I get to that amount. And like have it in be a little thing for like a giveaway pack sort of deal, and put in for like Etsy stuff for when, you know, people from here order stuff from me. Because I've had that happen once or twice. Alright. Ideas. Do I have any more ideas? Let's see. Should I do... Oh yeah, I said bunny. Bunny could work too. Which I would have to check. Because I did a little study on bunnies. So let's skip through all the Mermay. Which, speaking of Mermay, this one was... I did not intend for this one to look all chibi and stuff, but it happened, and I was just like, okay, this is adorable and it works. But so I will not complain. And this was just some pen and then some... Yeah, pen and some watercolor pencils, which I lightly put water on, because this is not like a mixed media book. This is a regular dry media, but I like being able to like wet it a little bit and see what happens. But the page, obviously, once you put any little bit of water on there, this thing curls like no one's business. I bought some DPNs, and what size? And DPNs are a pain in the butt. They are not... I'm not fond of DPNs. I don't like them. I will use them, but I don't like them. That's just me. Mr. Fartbrains actually uses DPNs a lot more than me. He uses them for socks, and I'm just like... But, it's okay. But honestly, I think it's more of the fact that they can be pretty fiddly, for me personally. So I ordered that. Yay! What brand? Oh yeah, that's a work in progress I need to work on. I still do love this. because I did this in one color pencil and just sketched this out. Although I think, yeah, my anatomy could probably use a little bit of work, but I like this. This one I really do like a lot. I wonder if I should put this on my... should I? Nah, maybe. Maybe not. But I really do like the look of this one. Also, phone, what do you want from me? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was doing studies and stuff. Yeah, this is what I was looking for, because I did a little study of some bunnies. Okay, the same kind I was using. Awesome! I personally like them just because of the cables. The cables don't kink. Which is really, really nice, but those weren't the first sock circulars. I like the higher tips, but the coarse drum, yeah, they have those clear plastic-looking ones, and I'm just like, no, I don't like the look of that. That looks like it's gonna drive me insane. But yeah, bunny. Although, I wonder, could I just open up? I'm gonna open up Pinterest and see. Cause I have a Pinterest with a bunch of different boards of like art references and other things. We'll see. Oh, it's a bunny! It's a bunny! This is just on the feed, which I like this look. Bunny's adorable. Drawing references. And yes, I'm basically a child when it comes to... Oh my god, look at the cute animal! Da, 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 da. This really did help to at least part of my sketchbook. I really need to take my pups. Alrighty! Also, puppies! Did I? Yeah, I forgot. I have ink on this hand. I forgot. From earlier. I should have probably washed that off. Oh well. Alrighty, so I'm gonna work from this reference here. It's gonna do a little bit of reference work. Oh, so I probably should have washed the plate that was in the sink while I was standing there waiting for the coffee to come out the microwave. That would have probably sufficed, but I forgot. I swear, drawing bunnies is kind of weird just because it's like a giant thing of floof. I feel like the structure is similar to a cat in the way of, you know, kind of feel like they're kind of like liquid and don't really have like a solid form to them. Or is that just me? Oh, and I'm drawing out of frame. Wonderful. I didn't realize I was all the way up there. And it was completely out of frame. Joy. And yes, I'm sketching this in pen. Because I really do enjoy sketching this stuff out in pen. Although I know that's not everyone's thing. Also, I do have, colored pencil lead. Like, mechanical pencil lead. That I could do, too. Okay. Yeah, it's more like facing this way. Yeah. Make sure that perspective is relatively correct. I would kind of like to have a bunny, but money, space, and also they are just like a bit hyperactive. Although I imagine that also depends on the breed. I didn't even. Oh, yeah, that might be a little too sharp of an angle. Let's get that. Oh, yeah. But I do kind of like doing studies like this just to be like, hey, what do I know skill wise, and like where can I improve in doing this and that. Plus, it kind of helps make things easier in order to figure out how to characterize things if you do it more realistically first. That's just me. But yeah, in general, references are your friend. I swear, I forget bunnies have whiskers sometimes. Okay. I think that's relatively done. Not exactly the same, but it's not bad. Reference drawing. Oh, I think I forgot that little spot underneath his chin. Oh, his adorable little chin. Although, I kind of want to have a little indication of shadows and a couple of wee little places here and there. Persian, hello. Thank you. I'm just drawing this from reference right here. Because I want to do a bunny for something, but I kind of want to remind myself, like, how to draw a bunny face somewhat. So I just did a quick reference thing in pen. But yeah, hi. How you doing? Hope Saturday is treating you well. Also, yeah, that's gonna need a little more. Kind of want that to be a bit more present. And then think that relatively does it for this one. Yeah, sorry, I'm adjusting like new camera angles, so I know sometimes I tend to go out of frame unintentionally. But this is the first time I've drawn since I have adjusted the camera angles and such. So. Oh, I didn't realize the bunny was sitting. I should have looked at that. That would have probably been a good idea. Let's see. I did not see the little feet. I don't know, I thought it was just cut off to, whoops, up here. Dun, dun, dun. I'm sure, yeah, these are a little bit level also. Tiny bits of stray ink because I have ink on my hands. Because I'm just drawing with a regular pen. So I kind of like doing sketches and stuff with pen, personally. Oh yeah, also I realized I didn't do the typical introduction. To anybody new hanging out in the channel, hi, name's Serena. I like to do a variety of things. So mainly the stream tends to be craft related, so knitting, crocheting, sometimes spinning yarn, art, both traditionally, as you see here, and digitally, and sometimes games, mainly Stardew Valley. Especially now that I have wireless mouse, so I can actually right-click again. Because I couldn't right-click on the laptop because the laptop is being a butt face, and the mousepad right-clicking has been noxious, so I just got a little mouse. And it seems to be going pretty well. But yeah. If you happen to enjoy any of these things, totally feel free to give a follow. And hopefully you enjoy your time here in the channel. Alright, so since I got you, let's see if I can possibly do a little bit of a sketch here and figure out more stuff. Right now I'm just sketching out some ideas for Redbubbles. I just wanted to take a little break and do a little reference here. Alright, so I can imagine it being more like let's have that sit there. And then just yeah. Then keep that. Make sure I have everything well enough. Let's see. And then presumably the eyes would go something like this to the sides. Although, it might be a little bit bigger than that, I'd wager. But bunnies are so adorable and cute. I love them. I wonder if I can draw that, like, kind of holding a sign. Let's see if I can. Let's get this. I'm not sure what the sign would say at this point. Or maybe just have it in front of it. The bunny doesn't have to be actually holding it. But, maybe pet me. I don't know. Then on the front, it'll probably be a bit more even to have that little. And just make sure that leave a little space to have white in here. Let me just zoom this a little bit down so you guys can have a closer look at this. Probably could have said to be a little bit lighter on that, but let's see. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a little area like right about here-ish. Has a little patch of color. Or something like that. And then, wait, let me see if I can grab. I kind of see a little hint of that over there too, but see? Oh, and I missed that little one on his cheek over there. Oops. I didn't even see that one. That's lovely. So you get a little blob on your cheek. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, so okay, this would be a cute little just outline. Even though my liner is not the greatest thing ever. This would probably be a cute thing to have here. And, not sure what it would say down there. Also, I kind of feel like this, from the reference in this iteration, kind of looks a little different, in my opinion. Of course, I have no real idea where the ears end, to be honest, based off the picture. Also, let's give the bunny a little bit of fur. Sorry, I have autofocus on, so it's like if it's like refocusing every time I put down a line. That is my bad, because I didn't realize it was doing that. Hmm. Just do this too. Or I could just have a little thing, or at least have something around it being like, I'm your worst nightmare. Just to have like a little weird contradiction. So it's like an adorable bunny. Complete and utter terror. That might work. I'm not sure. But I really do like that bunny. Also, just to note, we are 4 sub points away from unlocking our first tier, bonus tier 1 emote. So if anybody wants to sub, this would definitely be a good timing to do so. Not required at all, but just stating. Just saying it's a good opportunity if you want to do so. Alright, so, okay. I think that's good enough as is. Are the eyes a little, I hope not. Are the eyes a little bit wonky? I hope not. They look a tiny bit wonky, but that could just be me. It's kind in the sketch, but it's like, bunny looks a tiny bit off, but... Oh yeah, also I had a random sketch where it's like never run out of time or coffee. It's somewhere around here. I'm pretty sure it's from, yes, all the Mermay sketches. The little thing that I sketched I did for the chicken rails. Here we go. Never run out of time or coffee. That also could possibly be a thing. Let's see if I can re-sketch this over here. In different contexts. Since I seem to really like square mugs, drawing them at least. I don't own a square mug, but it's definitely a cool thing to have like square mugs, which obviously they do exist and are round, and yeah, that line was off, but never run out of, let's see, time or coffee. Okay, and then maybe add like a, which this is different from that initial sketch a little bit. Okay. Let's see, do I... Yeah, I probably want like a hint of a handle back here. Yeah, that would probably work. Okay. Okay, definitely like that. And I have a couple of ideas sitting. So I have a notepad on. This is my old phone actually, but let's see. Where's the thing? No, nope, nope. Where the heck is that? I swear I got it's here. No. Ideas, there we go. Things. But yeah, there's a bunch of these that I probably would be putting it on digitally and then just adding details to it, maybe? Hmm. Yeah, I'll just draw cats. Oops. I forgot I still have the other thing sitting on there. The OBS remote, but let's see. Let's see. Can I fit anything over here? I try not to leave too much white space on my sketchbook pages. Since obviously I paid for the sketchbook, which it wasn't expensive, it's just I'd rather make sure I use what space I have efficiently. Let's see. Oops. Okay, let's flip you up to the side. Let's see if I can get something with this little bit of space. Let's see. I should look at a reference for a cat, since I have not drawn a cat in a little while. Even though I have looked at references of them. Let's see. And gotta sketch this out a wee bit more. Oh. Let's see. Cat head. Why don't I just look at the reference? Hold on. No, don't do that. I need that in there. Which this is just my key sheet for my watercolor pencils, since I did a swatch on some Bristol board paper, which I don't have a ton of, but I basically took one of the giant sheets and cut it into fourths. And this fourth, I just swatched all the watercolors. This is before I had watercolor paper, which I have two giant, two pads of Canson XL watercolor paper, which they were on sale at Walmart at the time. So I was like, I'm gonna get two. So I didn't have to buy any for like forever. Oh yeah, here's the cats. This one I did without a reference, and I really do like how it came out here. Did pencil and just like did a bit of color pencil in there. I'm trying to figure out how to get. Did I do? Yeah, the head from the side. It's one of those things I kind of need to figure out, which. Also, if anybody missed it, this is what happened. This I did Pinterest reference. This I did without reference. Which I definitely think this might go on to the Redbubble page, just because I like how cute it is. I'm trying to figure out how to get the cat from the sides so it can be like around a giant ball of yarn. Let's see. Turned out. Thank you! Let's see. Hat. I'm trying to figure out how it would go. Kind of like. Its neck is not that long. Have you tried? Actually, I was just talking about watercolor pencils. Get My Mailbox gifted me some a while back. This is the swatch I have of all the colors of watercolor pencils here. Yeah, the colors are slightly bit off. The oranges are not that orange. But the camera's just like, color! And I have oil pastels, but I don't have any, like, little setting spray. Although I've been meaning to see if I could use hairspray in, what is it, as a substitute. But yeah, let's see. One of the Mermay stuff, I did use watercolor pencil for Art Thou. It was around, I was just playing around with it. Since this is not made for watercolor pencils, or, well, at least wet watercolor pencils, or any wet medium. But I did use it, which, this one, background here, watercolor pencils, and a tiny bit of paint on top of that, with the little white specks. And where's the other one? It's around here somewhere. I swear. Here we go. This was way more watercolor pencil. Watercolor pencil, watercolor pencil, watercolor pencil. This is actual regular color pencil. I just put a little water to it to have a little more solid effect. I was not going for like chibi mermaid look, but that's kind of what happened. And I find it very adorable. I really do like it. Honestly, might be one of my favorites from that month. But yeah, I've been meaning to play around with the oil pastels eventually. I just need to find what I did with the rest of the Bristol board. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. It might be underneath this thing. But I might play around with it and see what happens. And test and see if the hairspray actually sets it. Because I've been avoiding using it since I don't want it to have to like sit there and smudge. Because I think oil pastels don't completely dry on their own. They smudge. At least that's based on my research. So I try to research these things before I use them. I was like, hey, let's continue drawing. It's like, you didn't click the pen. This is sketchy. Let's see. This is a really rough idea. I would have to look at a cat reference in order to make this look any good. Because references are your friend. Just a reminder, I'm staying on till 3 o'clock, so another 24 minutes? Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I finished the coffee. Alright. Was that like something like... No, it wouldn't be completely flat. Although cats are like 98% watery. Because they can get through some really weird spaces. It's just like, for most people that wouldn't... Well, for most animals that would not work out. But they just kind of like squish through and it's like... What? How does that work? Let's see if I can get... 1, 2... Let's see. It's just trial and error here, so this might not work. Yeah, I'll probably need a reference, but I kind of want to have a general idea of what it looks like. And let's get a little loop of yarn around here. Let's see. Make sure I label this one with reference. Which, if anybody has not noticed, I write in script. I cannot really write in print. I mean, I can, but it's just one of those... I've gotten so used to writing in script, it's just like my hand's just like, what are you doing? Which is kind of why I hate forums sometimes, because it's just like, write in print and script. I'm just like, why are you doing this to me? What have I done to deserve this? Okay, I'm going to pull out the pastels just to show you what I'm talking about. So give me a second, I'll be on the break screen. I kind of enjoy pulling these out just because, I swear, they kind of remind me of an art classroom, just based on the way they smell. Okay, they're right there up top. It's very awkward for me to reach for when I have the lap desk up top. What is this? Oh, manual for wireless headphones. Uh-oh. Let's not kill the camera. That would be a bad idea. Kinda need you. Although, I honestly might replace it by the end of this year if I can, but it's been cooperating as of lately, so we'll see. Back, and yeah, this has coffee things on it because I rested a coffee mug on here a while ago. Also, these are little cards that I put in stuff when I send out stuff for like giveaways and that sort of stuff. So I kind of made like a plethora of little cards in both black and regular paper. I really do still like this face. Although this doesn't fit in the little purple... What is it? Yeah, the little purple bubble mailers. I swear, every time I pull these out, even if I don't even have to open these, It smells like a classroom, like art class. Although I have not stepped foot into an art class since high school. But I really can't wait for the day I get to do this thing. What? Wait for the day I get to play around with these. So yeah, these are the lighter colors, and then lighter, warmer colors, and then the darker, cooler colors in the second. I think this is A. Is this A? I don't know. I swear it's labeled. I swear to you it's labeled. I saw a thing that said A and B on it. I've heard this one so long I've expected that to come up. Number. Yeah, this is A. Little thing on the side saying that it's A. I would tilt it, but then all of these would come out, and that would not be fun. But I do plan on eventually just swatching these out. Jane, have you played, done anything with, like, pastels? Which I know regular pastels and oil pastels have different consistency, since there are the chalk-like ones, and then there are these. These are not like chalk. Okay. I know, probably shouldn't be sniffing these, but I kind of just like the smell to them. Yeah, don't like that cat, but it was a nice little thing to try. Just filling in on the inside of this coffee cup just because. I'm trying to be as light as I can possibly get here. And then just darken. A little bit of cross hatching in here. But yeah, the coffee seems to be doing the trick in the I'm not yawning bit. So that's good at least. Okay. Let's get that in. Gonna have to figure out how to scan the bunny in the computer, because I definitely think I'm gonna put this in Redbubble, but I still have the commission to worry about first before I get to this. What? Put it down. Thank you. It'd be great if it'd stay in frame, wouldn't it? But I've definitely enjoyed doing this, because I have not done any really traditional art stuff on stream in a little while. Although, I think with the oil pastels related things, I think you can experiment those on canvases, so I also would probably want to see if I can get like a couple of like mini canvases and play around with those. And like send it out for like maybe giveaways and stuff. Or have it be like a tier 2 or tier 3 sub perk. Something like that, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just spouting ideas. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Okay, so should I do another sheet? We'll see how it goes, since it costs to, like, obviously ship out, and I tend to, like, buy the postage and print it at home, so I don't have to go to the post office, although it's more expensive to do that than go to the post office. So, that's one of those annoying things that I don't like. But I've never used a canvas before. That's also one of those things I would have to experiment with. But I probably would want to get, like, a pre-prepped canvas. Although, even with pre-prepped canvases, you kind of want to have, like, a little bit of gesso on there, which is, like, that's the primer for the canvas. Also, let me just a little bit of shading down here. Okay, that's fine with that. Let's tweak that a little bit over here. I do also like the sheep, but the sheep's gonna definitely be tweaked a little bit. Also, if anybody wants to check out my YouTube channel, if you do !follow, it'll be the last of the 3 links that pop into there. So, you know, only wanna. I have a couple videos on there, some older broadcasts, like last year's Streamiversary. I'm planning on putting this year's Streamiversary, which passed a couple of weeks ago, once I get to sit down and do some editing. Just doing a little bit of tweaking here and there. Oh, yeah, that was out of frame. My bad, I was just tweaking this a little bit. I didn't realize I was out of frame. A little more of a poor thing here to make it look closer to the first one. Okay, that's a little bit better in comparison to how it looked before. But I definitely do like it in the second one where I have it over the head rather than from, like, the side. I'm not sure what sort of quote I would put with that, but I will think about it. Let's get out the bunny, a little bit of shading here and there. I wonder if I just put a heart in here and just be like, destroyer of cardboard. Since bunnies like to destroy cardboard. Bunstruction. Destroyer of cardboard. I like that. And this could, instead of being a sign, this could be a cardboard box. Just do a little shading then to make this a little more grounded and have a bottom to it. And just have a little, I would kind of want a little more space to it. Since bunnies like cardboard boxes just like cats do. Cats destroy them too, so I could literally have one with bunny and one with a kitty on it. Which, I think that's a good idea. Let's get that. Also, I realized this ear is longer than that one, so I'll probably have to tweak that. I think that's kind of it for ideas so far today, but definitely did a bit of progress and definitely sketched a bunch of pages. Although, I wonder if I could put anything with pool, which by pool I mean billiards, the thing with the 15 balls on the pool table and the cue sticks, which I happen to own a cue stick because I've played pool back in college. I miss pool. It was fun. And also, you can probably guess what color my pool cue is, which I feel so sad at it collecting dust. Because it is literally covered in dust, I imagine, upstairs in the closet. Oh well. Alright, so this one. Okay, this, I'm not sure how this one would look. Not how it look, words. What sort of phrase I would put to this, like this destroyer of cardboard, which I feel definitely ties this all together. And it makes it so stinking cute. Which I'll probably put this up as my Instagram post. Obviously tweak it a little bit. Make sure it stands out properly. I'm literally here just, the bunny! The entire time. I can't help it. This is hilarious. Should I do... Oh yeah, I can do more coffee stuff. Although I have a couple of coffee things on there, but I might change the... Never run out of time or coffee. What else? Oh, coffee first, complain later. Let's see. Or coffee first, bother me later. Let's see. want it to be a square. I really do. I don't know why, but as of lately, I've really enjoyed squared coffee mugs for some reason. Feels a bit aesthetically pleasing to me. Not sure why. Let's see if I can get that to do the thing. And get that there. Let's do a quick thing here. Coffee first. Complain later or wine later? I don't know. What phrase would go well with that? Or complain after. Coffee first, complain after. Yeah, complain after. After. Okay, this has definitely been a fruitful stream in relation to having ideas for Redbubble and stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is page 5, start of page 5, which I have maybe about under 2/3 of this sketchbook left. Since I do front and back, and this is how many pages? This is 160 pages, if I remember correctly, front and back. Although I have a couple of things I want to work on that I left half finished. Because I had those ideas during Mermay, but I didn't have as much time to sketch them out as I'd like to. Also, it's 2:58, so I am going to just sit here and chat for the last 2 minutes of stream. If that's cool with you guys. But I've definitely missed doing stuff like this. Like sketching out ideas and stuff. Although I didn't do that too many times on stream, but it's definitely a thing I enjoy doing. It was fun to watch. Thank you! I imagine enough people thought it was weird that I'm sketching along with a pen, but I don't know, it's weirdly comforting, because it's like once the line's on the paper, you're done. You can't erase it. Unlike with pencil, although I do like pencil too. It's like you want to do certain details. You should, yeah, I don't exactly get the time as I would like to. Although Mermay, I was literally drawing every single day for the month, whether it be for like an hour or 2 or so. Although the ones with a bunch of color pencils took a couple hours, maybe like 3 or so. But that was mainly just I'd say more of the coloring part rather than the drawing portion. Because I like try to get the colors to fit how I want it to. Well, to fit the drawing how I want it to. Wow, why did I completely miss an entire word of the sentence? But yeah, so gonna definitely brainstorm these ideas, and I have a feeling at least a couple of these are gonna be Redbubble ideas, Redbubble stuff, well, Redbubble / Teespring stuff that you guys will see in the future. So next stream is gonna be Tuesday, which will be back to the heart hat, which I turned over there because it's over there on my bed. I'll probably work on it today or tomorrow, maybe both. And probably going to be on to the last section of hearts for that hat, and then maybe if I have time, close it on that stream, like close it up and finish it up on that stream. If not, then do it online. And then project-wise, we'll probably be switching to this shawl. I'm still honestly figuring out socks right now. I have a couple ideas that are possible, but this shawl, which surprisingly I could have used a couple of times. Yeah. This is basically my modified version of the Age of Brass and Steam shawl, which this has been sitting on the needles for like a couple of months now. And I'm planning maybe 1 or 2 more sections. The modified part is basically me adding the stripes and also me adding beads with the garter stitch section, since it was usually an eyelet row, but it's more, I decided to go with a garter stitch to make life easier on myself. But I really do like the colors. Since I wanted to use up this red skein, which I keep trying to put it here, and it's like, no, the craft camera's not on, but on this layer, but here, you can see this red. This is Madeline Tosh in Tarte, which this is the most expensive yarn I've ever bought in my life. I've never bought a skein for $24. It was sock weight in a full skein, but $24. I would never do it again. Nope. But yeah, so this is Knit Picks in the pumpkin. And this is a little bit of alpaca, also Knit Picks. Alpaca cloud fingering. I forget the color, but it's their yellow. But yeah, this is basically going to be large enough. It should be able to be wearable like a scarf, like wrapped around my neck twice, which is why I made this so big. This is about 300 some odd stitches, which is going to get even bigger by the time I'm done. But I really do love this thing. And I usually am not one for like reds and that sort of stuff. If this had nylon in it, I would have used this for socks, but it does not. So, shawl it is. Which, future shawl projects, which I probably won't do a shawl again for a little while. I might wait till like December or so. In the fall, winter, probably closer to winter. I had one Find Your Fade shawl pattern, so I would maybe like figure out if I have like enough of certain colors to possibly do something like that. So yeah, ideas and things. Alrighty, so it is past 3, so I'm gonna head off today. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and thank you, Girl November, again for the host. I think it was an auto host, but either way, thank you. I'll be back again on Tuesday at about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, working on more Heart Hat. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday and your weekend. You too! Bye!